year is 1997. While people were worried about Princess Diana's death and the cloning of sheep, the first recognizable social media site in the format we know today was born, called 6 Degrees. And from there, social media would explode into the mainstream, with Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, and much, much more. These would be prevalent in everyone's daily lives, especially teens. Again, we are here to talk about the pros and cons of social media to teens. Get the opinions of actual teens and not just the statistics. And maybe at the end, teach you some tricks to get the most out of social media and avoid all the harm it can cause. Social media can become an outlet for bullying. This is something called cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the use of bullying through technology. Cyberbullying could lead to things like self-harm, depression, lack of motivation, and even suicide. Kids text all sorts of things that you would never in a million years contemplate saying to anyone's face, says Donna Wick, EDD, a clinical and development psychologist. Sleep deprivation is also a big concern for teens. Technology makes us addicted, and most teens go on their phone instead of getting some rest. Study shows that 43% of teens can stay up late for 7 or more hours to be on their phone when they should be sleeping instead. Studies also show that most teens have their phone in reach when going to bed. Social media impacts teens in a way that makes them feel bad about themselves and judge themselves based on someone else's life. While their views of themselves may not be true, teens take it personally and feel like they should be that person or have what that person has. This is trying to spark or perpetuate insecurities and negative self-image as well as self-harm. It can lead to you being on your phone for hours, resulting in straining your eyes. According to studies within the article Teens, Social Media, and Technology 2022, with 54% of the U.S. teens saying it would be hard to give up social media. We as teens think that social media consists of our lives, or most of us do.
Hello, we are here with
Maddie McDonald.
Awesome. So Maddie, do you think social media is a positive or negative?
I think it's a negative thing
Why do you say that?
because it can affect teens' mental health.
Very good, very good. Do you use social media while you're in school?
Yeah, I do.
Do you think that you have to use social media to keep in touch with everyone, or is there other ways?
I feel like it's a big part of keeping in touch with people, but definitely you can use like texting.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yep.
What's your name?
Mr. Sarah.
And as a parent, what are your views on social media?
Social media, as far as for your age group and young people, I feel social media is a way for you to develop a understanding of the world and how it works. But I feel that most youth use it for a tool for, we'll say, unexplored areas of life. And the best way to look at that is to say that you guys don't understand the ramifications of what you're doing while you're doing what you're doing.
So do you think that it would be like a positive effect or a negative effect on teens?
I think it's positive as long as you understand the value of what you're doing and understand the ramifications of what you do while you're doing what you're doing.
All right, we are here with.
Mary Catherine Howard.
All right, awesome. Mary, do you think social media is a positive or a negative?
Depends on what you use it for, but I'd say mainly negative.
Okay. Why do you feel this way?
There's a lot of people out there trying to influence you, and at the end of the day, you just gotta influence yourself.
Do you use social media while you're in school?
No.
Do you think that you have to use social media to keep in touch with everybody, or is there other ways?
There's other ways.
Okay. Do you have any examples off the top of your head?
Be real, messaging, just like text messaging, email, call.
Awesome. Thank you so much. All right, we are here with Harrison. So, Harrison, how old were you when you first got access to social media, not including like text messages?
I think I was 16.
Awesome. Did your parents have like any time limits or like restrictions on social media?
Yes.
Are you glad they set those limitations?
No.
All right. Why is that?
Just because.
How often does social media take away time from your schoolwork?
Pretty often.
Years. All right. Welcome back. We are here with
Kennedy.
Awesome. So, Kennedy, do you think social media is a positive or negative?
Depending on how you use it.
Awesome. Why do you say that?
Well, if you follow models and influencers, you found like just on like funny memes, it's fine.
Okay. Have you ever done like a social media detox or taken a break from social media over a period of time?
I mean, I've deleted a lot of apps.
Okay. How did that go?
Not really. I just got there and so I
Awesome. Well, thank you for coming out. Hello, we are here with
Win Nielsen?
and Win. How old were you when you first got access to social media, not including like text messages?
Fifth grade.
Fifth grade. In your opinion, what is the most popular social media account right now?
Like platform?
Yeah. Or like app.
TikTok.
TikTok. Okay. Did your parents set time limits on social media when you first got it?
No.
Do you wish they were like more strict about social media?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Why is that?
I mean, because I spent too much time on it, and then I wasted everything. But at the same time, then I created it out for myself. So maybe that was better.
Do you think like as a community?
Interviewed for their English class. Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what's happening.
Do you think as a community there's more harm or more good being caused by social media?
Harm.
And go.
Now we are here with Jake Fields. Awesome. So, Jake, do you think social media is a positive or a negative?
Both.
Why do you say that?
I feel like it's a good way to get out there, and some people are just kind of weird on it. So,
I like it. I like it. Do you use social media while you're trying to go to sleep?
no, I do not.
Do you use it right when you wake up in the morning?
Yes,
Good to know. Thank you for coming out.
of course.
All right, we are here with.
John Gold.
Nice to meet you, John Gold. All right, how old were you when you first got access to social media?
Probably 14 or 15.
14 or 15? Okay. Did your parents set time limits on the social media when you first got it?
No.
Do you wish they were like more strict about it?
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Does social media often distract you from your schoolwork?
Yeah.
And then, do you think there's more harm or like more good being caused in like the community based off of social media?
I mean, it depends.
Now we have been super negative with social media so far in this documentary, but now let's look at the pros. Social media can strengthen friendships, broaden people's opinions, and so much more. Common misconception about social media is that it makes people feel alone and isolated. However, in this article, Teens' Social Media Habits and Experiences, roughly 8 in 10 teens, ages 13 to 17, it's 81%, say social media makes them feel more connected to what's going on in their friend's life, while around 2/3 say that these platforms make them feel as if they have people who will support them through tough times. Social media allows teenagers to stay updated to what is happening throughout the world, allowing them to feel the opposite of alone, but in fact connected. However, a lot of parents feel uncomfortable when it comes to children making friends on social media because of potential predators and such. Despite that, social media gives teenagers a place to express themselves and engage in conversations where they can be heard and understood. On social media, teenagers can be connected with other people on other interests that they share. Another common fault that is often thought of when it comes to social media is that it's damaging to teenagers' self-esteem and their confidence. Yet when surveyed, teenagers are more likely to feel confident rather than insecure by 69 to 26% because of social media. Instagram has a feature which allows for others to like your stories and posts, and more often than not, that gives most teenagers a confidence boost. Also, teenagers are able to comment on Instagram posts, and comments are frequently positive and uplifting. Speaking from my personal experience, whenever someone comments encouraging things, it boosts my and others' confidence. How social media can be useful for teenagers could be COVID-19. During one of the most vulnerable times for our generation, most people didn't go out of their house, and it became secluded for most. However, because of social media, people were able to stay connected with friends and even FaceTime them. We were able to see what was happening in the world, plus in the comfort of our own home. Social media also promotes diversity and inclusivity. Because of this social media, people have become more educated on topics such as Black Lives Matter, the LGBTQ community, and many more. Social media gives teenagers a voice and a platform to be able to develop things such as fundraisers and petitions in order to fight for or against important issues in the world. Because of this, social media movements have been started because of teenagers building awareness on this issue. And stated by the article, surprising ways your teen benefits from social media. They can instantaneously make an impact on things like hunger in Africa, preserving the rainforest, or providing educational tools for kids without resources. Social media is able to positively impact people from all ages, not just teenagers. And because of the awareness of these topics on social media, so many people have been able to get help and justice that they deserve. In addition to social media educating many people in diversity and inclusivity, social media can also be used to educate people in general. According to the article, 13 positive effects on social media on our society today. Social media is a great place for students to find mentors and training programs to learn new skills and take steps toward future career goals. It's also a great place for businesses to advertise their services, software, and programs. On YouTube, you can find amazing tutorials to hone your skills. In conclusion, it is up to you to decide the pros and cons of social media on how you use it. Parents can only do so much. Be smart, safe, and set limits for yourself. And then, and just then, the internet becomes a great thing.